Yo. Yo.
Hello everybody, welcome to Key West, Florida for the 2007 Superboat International APBA UIM World Championships. Over 25 years of racing in Key West, and Freeze Frame Video is proud to be part of another fantastic event here in Key West. There you see some of the beautiful boats and spectators heading out to the parade Sunday afternoon in Key West. J.D. Byrider with Tony Marcantonio, Mark Kowalski were competing in the Super Cat class. There you see a local Florida Keys team, number 41, Team Predator, Dennis Del Toro and Gabriel Pacheco will be aboard this brand new 42-foot Fountain Super V class race boat, powered by a pair of Merc 525s. There is Team Raven. Randy Knapp and Billy Glick will be aboard Team Raven, another 42-foot Fountain based out of the Inglewood, Florida area. The second of two teams, Team Raven, that's the 29-foot Scarab belonging to Ed Tamburino. Right behind them, the P5-5, the Killdolls, along with Bob Spatulski with their 29-foot Velocity, Team Velocity, based out of Sarasota. There is the Team Crazy Greek with their 38-foot Scarab. This, the former Michelob Light race boat. The Bochus family campaigning the Crazy Greek. Team P433 Fountain of Youth Conrad Racing out of Michigan. Always a very competitive boat in the P4 class. Great pit area here at the Truman Annex Superboat International put together a fantastic venue for another World Championship here in Key West. There is Team Runners, but another Keys-based team with some of their wenches aboard. National champions for Superboat International P5 class. There is Team Traffic Light from St. Clair, Michigan. Ed Smith, Val Fiorello, and Dawn Hedges with Team Traffic Light. Right behind them is On the Chip, Jimmy Winters and Kurt Cropper in this 38-foot fountain. National champions in the OPA for 2 years in a row, Team On the Chip. There are the Jersey Boys 38-foot Scarab belonging to Augie Penza. Kevin Hans and Chris Carbone will be in the boat. Mauricio Rodriguez, PA, P319, 38-foot cigarette Top Gun, based out of Miami, Florida. Right behind them is Team Wanted from Ocean City, Maryland. 36-foot cigarette Gladiator. Bill Purnell is the owner, and Throttleman Walter Piasaki is the driver. There you see Walter in the cockpit along with Bill. A long weekend and week-long racing event here in Key West. This video will be race number 1 of 9 races during the week. There is Team All Jacked Up from Kansas City, Missouri. Brian Hupp, the owner and driver. Grant Bruggeman will be on the throttles. 36-foot skater, Cat Light. Here comes the big reliable Super Cat. Tom Abrams and Steve Curtis will be aboard the US-1. Reliable with 2 boats. There is the Cat Light, to be run by Jerry Chastelet along with Reggie Fountain III. Reliable carries award-winning show truck there, towing the Cat Light. Here comes Team Instigator. Bob Oliver is the driver. Peter Meyer is the throttle man, based out of Belmore, Long Island, New York. There's the White Lightning 38-foot Activator Pace Boat, another boat based out of New York. Made the trip down to be the pace boat for Superboat International this week. We're going to show you some footage from the outstanding rescue demonstration put on the inside the outer mole here in Key West. Show you some of the life-saving techniques used by our safety teams. There you see the new Miss Geico AMF Offshore Racing Safety Assist Vessel. Miss Geico AMF Safety Chopper. Lots of companies taking advantage of the marketing opportunities here in Key West. There you see the Syntron Liquid Energy banner flying. There's a new team to Offshore, Team Doc Blood out of Long Island, New York, making their first trip to Key West to go racing. Right beside them is Team Dirty Pearl. There is the freeze frame video mobile support trailer selling all of Freeze Frame's wares in Key West all week, as well as the next stop will be at the Miami Boat Show in 2008. Team Conrad Fountain of Youth ready to do battle. There's the national champions in the super stock class, Team Miccosukee Indian Gaming, TNT Custom Marine, to be piloted by Gary Ballou and Paul Whittier in the superboat stock class. P152, sorry, make that F152, Al Chelsea and crew. The giant Miss Geico United We Race banner, custom printed by Freeze Frame Video. Former Miss Budweiser Unlimited hydroplane on display in the Geico pit area. Here is Team AMF Levy Craft making the trip out from California to compete in the Super V Light class. Another shot of the Crazy Greek, campaigned by the Boschus family. Team Still, another new team to Offshore Racing. Robert Noble and Mike Fossey aboard this 32-foot Doug Wright in the Cat Outboard Superboat Stock class. Fluid Sealing Products, the S111 team. Double Edge Motorsports owns this boat. Team Kansas, 28-foot Sabre, competing in the P4 class. Going airborne above Key West right now. There you see a shot of Fort Zachary Taylor National Park area. There is Fort Zach over Key West Harbor now. There is the pit area here, put on by Superboat International for the 2007 SBI APBA UIM World Championship. Again, we are going with race number 1 of 9 right now. The Superboat Stock class will be the first start, along with several of the P classes in this first race. You see the boats in their milling circles in Key West Harbor. We're going with 3 starts here on the first day of racing. Race number 1 of a week-long festival of powerboats in paradise. Pace boats lining up to take the boats down towards turn 1. The Superboat Stock class will be heading out first. 6 boats strong. This class will be the start will be Superboat Stock, along with the 2 boats in Factory 1 class. The yellow flag is still out. The boats are lining up for the lineup right now. We have the green flag, and immediately going out front, Miccosukee closest to the pace boat, along with Still Chainsaws. Closest to us now, TNT Custom Marine, Gary Ballou and Paul Whittier. Bermuda Barracuda right in the center of the shot. The S111 Fluid Sealing Products just dropping back a little bit right from the get-go here. There you see the 2 Factory 1 boats quickly being left by the Superboat Stock boat. TNT Custom Marine on the inside. Miccosukee Indian Gaming and Still Southeast on the outside. With the dead heat right now towards turn 1 between Still and TNT Custom Marine. Ever so slight lead to the S9. TNT Custom Marine AMF. Owned and throttled by Gary Ballou, this 32-foot Doug Wright, powered by a pair of Mercury 2.5-liter outboards. Paul Whittier on the wheel from Yarrow Point, Washington. Looking back a little bit now, you see Deep V Cats moving up just a little bit, Still Chainsaws, and Miccosukee Indian Gaming dropping back just a little bit. But on their way to turn 1, leading the way is TNT Custom Marine. The S12 Deep V Cats that is owned and throttled by Lee Austin. Frank LaMadrid is the driver today. You see the Cats running across the back leg right now. Frank LaMadrid on the wheel. Lee Austin, the throttle man, is also the builder. This is a 32-foot LA Marine powered by a pair of Mercury 2.5-liter motors, which are maintained by Diamond Marine. Team Deep V Cats with a good strong run, currently running in second place behind TNT Custom Marine. As they round turn 2 heading into Key West Harbor, there you see Bermuda Barracuda currently in third ahead of Miccosukee Indian Gaming. There is Fluid Sealing Products battling it out with Steel Chainsaws, taking a big bump right there. Fluid Sealing Products is a 30-foot Douglas Marine skater. The driver this week is Paul DePoo out of Key West, Florida. The throttle man is Ryan Beckley from Bradenton, Florida. Just ahead of them is still Southeast, 32-foot Doug Wright, brand new Superboat stock class. Fluid Sealing Products, a company based out of Texas, sponsoring the boat this week, along with Screamin' Nuts. We see all the spectators lined up on the outer mole there. Great place to view the races here in Key West, Florida. S111 Fluid Sealing Products. We're on board with S111 right here at the start. On board at the start of the race with S111 Fluid Sealing Products heading towards turn 1 in the Superboat stock class. Fluid Sealing Products, 30-foot Douglas skater, S111. Paul DePoo at the wheel, Ryan Beckley on the throttle. You see going past the Hilton in downtown, there's Mallory Square heading into Key West Harbor. Over 25 years of racing tradition here in Key West, Florida. Heading into the harbor turn right now. Fluid Sealing Products just behind still. Miccosukee Indian Gaming and Bermuda Barracuda. Dennis Berry and Chris Marshall aboard Bermuda Barracuda. Darren Schwartz and Troy Hannon aboard Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Heading past Sunset Key right there. Miccosukee pulling out just a little bit. Currently this battle is for third place as TNT Custom Marine and Deep V Cats are 1-2. S18 is Bermuda Barracuda based out of Moro, Illinois. Dennis Berry is the throttle man. Chris Marshall from Bermuda is the driver. 32-foot Doug Wright, maintained by Berry Performance Marine. S13 moving up on the outside as still chainsaws, still southeast. Robert Noble Jr. is the owner and driver. Mike Fossey is the throttle man. It's just the second race for Team Still. They're doing a great job from the get-go right here. Chasing down Miccosukee Bermuda Barracuda right now. Very special thanks to the Wrights, Doug Jr. and Sr., as well as Grant's Custom Rigging, Gary Ballou, and Troy Hannon for Supreme Marine for all their help in putting this new team on the water. Great three-way battle between the Doug Wrights right now. Miccosukee Indian Gaming Still and Bermuda Barracuda heading towards turn 1 on lap number 2, day 1 here in Key West. First race of 3. Miccosukee Indian Gaming was your national champion for 2006 and 2007 in Superboat International, as well as the world champions in 2006. Right now, they are all trying to chase down TNT Custom Marine and Deep V Cat. Roy Hannon, owner-operator of Supreme Marine in Fort Lauderdale, rigs and maintained Team Miccosukee. There you see Deep V Cats going down in the water right there, allowing Miccosukee and Still to battle for second place. Right now, shot off the back of Miccosukee Indian Gaming. Still and Miccosukee battling it across the back leg of Key West, rounding turn number 2, heading into Key West Harbor. Other sponsors aboard Miccosukee Indian Gaming include Hotfish, Supreme Marine, eBoatLoans.com, Miccosukee Indian Gaming, and Frank and Jimmy's Propellers. Great battle for second place between Miccosukee Indian Gaming and Still. Coming down now on the P5 class. Closest to us is the national champions. That is Team Rum Runners P5-1. Based out of Big Pine Key, Florida, the owner and throttleman is Bobby Keeper. The driver is Bill Chittenden of Summerlin Key. It is a 27-foot Scarab right now battling with the Crazy Chicken of B. Early and Al Culbertson, owned by Dave Warden. 29-foot Extreme battling with a 28-foot Scarab. Heading on the outside leg towards turn 1, BP5 leader, Team Crazy Chicken, former Factory 1 race boat right now, battling with Team Rum Runners, a former A-class race boat. Team Crazy Chicken has won several championships over the last few years. Back in action here in Key West. Al Culbertson on the throttle, D. Early on the wheel. Right now we're with P5-1 Team Rum Runners, Bobby Keeber and Phil Chittenden. Leading the way right now in P5 class, Team Rum Runners in the rough section on the back leg. You see TNT Custom Marine leading the way in the Superboat stock class. Gary Ballou and Paul Whittier aboard TNT Custom Marine. Rounding turn number 2 right there as the boats head into Key West Harbor. The big Sebago catamaran there making an excellent vantage point to watch the races from. Coming down now on the 30-foot Superboat running in the P4 class. This is Team Dock Flood, powered by a pair of Mercury 250 XS motors. Team Dock Flood, 30-foot Superboat out of Long Island. The owner and driver is Joseph Ferrara out of Islip, New York. Thomas Medellina out of Islip is the throttle man. These guys doing a great job in a sister ship to the freeze-frame video 30-foot Superboat. Running strong here, complete another lap in Key West. There you see TNT Custom Marine going by, leading the way in Superboat stock class. Team Dock Flood, P432. Heading by Mallory Square and the Ocean Tea House. Heading into the harbor turn. Key West, Florida World Championship. Coming down now on the Crazy Greek in P4 class. Doing battle with the P3 entries of Still Got It. Right now, Still Got It running in the P3 class alongside Crazy Greek running in P4. The Crazy Greek is owned by Bochus Motorsports. John Bochus is the driver. Robert Ortringer is the throttle man. And George Bochus is the navigator. 38-foot Scarab, the former Michelob Light Open class boat running in the P4 class. Still Got It on the outside is a 40-foot McManus, powered by a pair of T Custom Marine 1,000 horsepower inboard. 452, the Crazy Greek, motoring along in Class 4. There's an interesting engine shot right there aboard the Crazy Greek. That big blower pumping along right there aboard this 38-foot Scarab. Staggered setup, 2 big blower motors aboard the 38-foot Scarab, the Crazy Greek, owned by Bochus Motorsports. There you see Still Got It. Aboard Still Got It, the owner is John Hagan. John Begovich is the driver. The navigator is Richard Devlin. And Robert Chief Savering is the throttle man. Battling side by side with the Crazy Greek right now. Crazy Greek, and still got it. So got it coming into the harbor. P365 plus 42-foot Apache McManus, powered by Teague Custom Marine inboards with Mercury #6 drives. Another AMF offshore racing team. There you see the spectators along the mole pier in the Truman Annex right there. Superboat International putting on this event. You see the P-class boats running 3 laps on this first day of racing here in Key West. There is the Factory 1 boat, F-152 AMF Offshore Addiction. Pete Morrell is the driver. Al Chelsea is the throttleman. Addictive Water Sports rig and maintain this 29-foot Warlock. These guys doing a great job in Factory 1, battling it out with the other AMF Offshore Racing Fountain in Factory 1 class. Right now we are on Al Chelsea and Pete Morrell in AMF Offshore Addiction. Based out of Tampa, Florida. Sponsors include rsdsupport.com and Addictive Water Sports. Rounding turn 1, Addictive Water Sports, AMF Offshore Addiction, F-152 29-foot Warlock. Al Chelsea and Pete Morrell. Coming down now, this team looks to be having a few problems. P417 is Team Kansas. It is a 28-foot Sabre, powered by a pair of 410 horsepower small blocks. Brad Harrington is the owner and throttleman. Jeremy Ressler is the driver, and Brant Daniels is the navigator. All 3 guys out of Kansas in this beautiful 28-foot Sabre. Right now having a few problems, but working their way around the race course is P417 Team Kansas. Sponsors aboard Team Kansas include D&M Motorsports as well as Lake Shores Marina. Well, there you have it. There is race number 1 of 9 from Key West, Florida. The first race here, Wednesday a.m. Great action here. Unusually calm for Key West, but great racing was had in all the classes so far. There you see a shot of the pit area right there. Excellent pit area built by Superboat International. Right in the center of the screen is the AMF compound. The Truman Annex is an awesome place to have an event like this. All the teams have equal billing. There you see the winners in Superboat stock class. Gary Ballou and Paul Whittier taking the checkered flag in TNT Racing. Mikasuki Indian Gaming coming in second, and still the rookies come home in third. In Manufacturers 5 class, Pirates Racing was declared the winner. B&M Motorsports in their Velocity come home second, and Rum Runners, a local Pease team, finishes up in third. Manufacturers 4 class saw the 34-foot Phantom of Simmons Racing take the checkered flag. The 30-foot Superboat Specialized Racing out of Massachusetts finishing up in second, and the Dirty Pearl, another classic cigarette, finishes in third. In Factory 1 class, AMF Offshore Racing's Fountain, Trent Wyatt and Scott Brown finish in first place. AMF Offshore Addiction of Al Chelsea and Pete Morell and their Warlock finished up second. Manufacturers 3 saw You're in Command with Gino Marone and Jim Anselmo take the checkered flag. AMF Still Got It finishes up second, and Arisis Rodriguez, PA, finished in third. One of just 9 races Freeze Frame Video will be covering for you here in Key West. Lots of racing action all week long here. Special thanks to our helicopter pilot Russell Kilpatrick for helping us capture this racing action. As we'd like to thank AMF Offshore Racing for being a big supporter of United We Race as well as Freeze Frame Video. We'll see you all at the next race.